Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about that Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou fight, the rematch. All I can say is, wow. Had a funny feeling that Francis was going to pull it off this time. It was kind of wild to me how many people wrote Francis off. I mean, you read things that Ngannou had no chance to win the rematch, that all he was going to do was gas, that Stipe was going to take him down and do exactly like the first fight. And it's crazy to me because a lot of mixed martial arts fans, for whatever reason, maybe they have no experience themselves other than being a casual fan. Maybe they haven't really followed the sport for very long. There's this notion that fighters are like blocks of wood, unchanging, cannot adapt, cannot learn. And it's like just super comical to me. One training camp working on certain things, heck, 1 month, a couple of weeks drilling something can make you a brand new fighter. The other one is MMA math, but I'm not going to get into that one. Let's just focus on Francis Ngannou's evolution as a fighter, his improvements. After that first Stipe loss, even though we didn't get to see a lot of cage time, I felt like Francis did improve. He slimmed down a little bit, got leaner, which would help his cardio and conditioning. That's exactly what he needed for Stipe. And based off of how lean Stipe looked, definitely looked like he wanted to drag the fight into deeper waters and drown Francis. I thought it was a mistake, Stipe getting so lean. He wouldn't be as durable to take some of those Ngannou shots. Francis came in, looked super patient, and as soon as he stuffed that first takedown, I said to myself, damn, this is not going to be good for Stipe. Because he would have to fight the perfect fight for 5 rounds and not get hit cleanly by Francis. And the chances of that, pretty slim. But the fact that Francis is stuffing takedowns now, forcing Stipe to stand with him, where it's like Russian roulette when you trade with him. It's only a matter of time before he clobbers you and drops you. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. One thing that I thought was kind of a mistake on Ngannou's part was the offensive wrestling, going for a takedown himself. I think he was trying to make a statement, trying to get in Stipe's head. It may have worked, but I don't think he could have kept that up as the fight went on. Because if he did, I definitely think he would have gassed out. But overall, I do think Ngannou's cardio and conditioning has improved. I got into a couple of debates here and there with people, and the sentiment was, how could you think Ngannou improved so much? Because he hasn't really spent a lot of time in the octagon since the first Stipe fight. Well, for one, if you look at his physique, he looks leaner, so that's a sign. If you take the man's word for it and where he's training, he started working at Extreme Couture, made a proclamation that he was going to work on his wrestling, work on his cardio and conditioning, and the man kept his word. I had a feeling Ngannou was going to take the rematch and knock Stipe out. And if they fight again, I honestly would have to favor Francis Ngannou. Stipe's 38 years old, creeping up on 40. He's been in some battles, taking damage. Francis adapting, being even more difficult to take down. Because truthfully, I thought Francis had solid takedown defense before. I think it was like a misconception and a myth that he was terrible at keeping a fight on the feet. The Curtis Blades fights were indications of that. So yeah, guys, this new improved Francis Ngannou, really tough to deal with. Tall mountain to climb for Stipe. Who knows if they're going to have a third fight. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't see Stipe winning that third fight. I mean, he can, but I don't see it. I would favor Francis in the third. Stipe made a critical error in his second fight of staying in the fire with Francis, staying in the pocket, trying to exchange. And he did land some good punches, but not enough firepower to put him out. And when you're trading blow for blow with Ngannou, good luck. I hope Stipe recovers. I hope he doesn't have any permanent damage. Hell of a champion. UFC heavyweight, greatest of all time, no doubt. Freaking legend in my book. But right now, it's Ngannou's time. The only people that have a chance at beating Francis Ngannou, I think Derek Lewis, Stipe Miocic. And if John Jones moves up, definitely Jones. But at heavyweight, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to favor Francis in that one as well. After seeing what he did to Stipe, these improvements, wow. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this fight. Were you going for Stipe? Did you think he was going to win? Were you shocked at the result? Were you going for Francis? Were you confident that he was going to knock Stipe out? What did you see? What were some of the mistakes? What were the good things these guys did? We'd love to read your thoughts. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed the recap, And this is your first time at the channel, consider hitting that sub button, like and share, it helps the channel grow. You guys are the best, and until the next one, you all take care.